Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Matt is riding the Toyota Corolla, but wait, it's not any version, it's the Apex. What happened to the TRD Mansion that I can see in the lineup of Toyota? Well, there is a story to that. You can probably remember the series Initial D. It was a drifter with its Toyota Corolla AE86. That series created some kind of drifting culture, and it's still popular today among the car enthusiasts. And the main character in that Initial D manga series had a car that featured an Apex package. So there you are, your lesson of history is done. So now today, what does it mean to have a Toyota Corolla Apex? Nothing, because you won't drift with it. It's not about all performance. When you look at the car, it's looking great, but still I can't figure out why they created this sporty package. Is it some kind of test? We're gonna figure that out, because it's even available in a limited number of units. 6,000 units for the USA, 120 of those will be manual. You can see that the manual will simply disappear over time when you can see those numbers. And how about Canada? Only 150 units, and 50 of those will be manual. It's more than the States when you check the percentage. So are Canadian more manual transmission fans? I think so. So the exterior, you've got that styling that I kind of like. It's looking more aggressive than ever. You've got the mix of black, you've got those black wheels, grippier tire, and you can see that the car has been lowered. When you get to the rear, you can see that nice spoiler, not too aggressive, could be worse, just like some Supra wings. But you also see that exhaust, which is kind of bigger, that fart can as they call it, but it's not gonna make any different noise. So it's some kind of a old show when you look at it. The interior, well, it's not special at all. You look at that, it's a regular Toyota Corolla, so it's only an aesthetic package. Geez, Toyota needs to evolve. It's one of the worst multimedia systems that you can find around, with those big tile, with those black color. When you plug in your phone, you can see those big tile with added contact. Ooh, that's not the way I like it. That's a great chance that they have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because geez, it would be so bad. You can see that we have a manual 6-speed transmission over here. It's not even short ratio, it's just like some kind of regular transmission. And you can see the IMT button just on top of there. Keep in mind that, because you will need it. Inside, not really impressive, typical Corolla style. Let's talk about the engine. Well, I'm looking for performance. I'm looking at the numbers, and I only see a regular engine of a Toyota Corolla. 169 horsepower, 151 pound-foot of torque. It's mated to a manual 6-speed just like this one, or a CVT. That doesn't rhyme with sporty car when you have a CVT. When you look at the handling of the car, well, suspension, it's been lowered 0.6 inches, so it's not that bad. When you're going to be braking, you're going to feel the difference. Distance are shorter thanks to the tire. How about that acceleration, the nose up, nose down? It's less than a regular Corolla, and there's less body roll also. But other than that, that suspension can be harsh and will be hard for your back. That's kind of sad. Also, if you're living somewhere where there's a lot of potholes, you will feel every and each one of those with your back. On the fuel consumption, well, it's not that bad, because it's a 4-cylinder with no turbo, so it's 8.2 in the city, 6.5 on the highway, and if you go for the CVT, 5.8 on the highway, so it's going to show some major advantage if you like fuel efficiency. But it's supposed to be a sports car, so on the minus points, suspension is really firm, it's bouncy, it feels young, it feels juvenile. You know, the kind of car that people buy when they're so young and they simply cut the spring. I've seen a lot of those over time, and this is such a dangerous thing. It's a great thing that this car came with that package, but it's gonna have the same feeling, the same bounciness in the whole, and I'm kind of too old for that. There's not even more engine horsepower, no turbo. It's one of the worst multimedia system on the market right now. It's all show and no go for that Corolla. On the plus side though, reliability will still be amazing with this kind of car. You can go with that package and not spend a little dime, except tires and brake, and probably how you drive the car with a clutch. You've got that manual transmission, which is not bad, but not great. It feels sponges. You got the rev match though, that IMT feature, which is right there on target. It's just so perfect. As soon as you're gonna downshift, you can see that rev going up, and that's the thing that Toyota master. And you've got that better road handling when you see a curve, but not when it's gonna bounce. So I'm wondering what's happening with that kind of Apex Edition. Is it a test from Toyota to see how the market will react to sportier car? Right now, this is not what buyers go for, and I cannot even see some younger people buy a Corolla with that package. Usually a Corolla is for older people. Otherwise than that, there's the price, $4,300 for this kind of package. It's a lot of money when it's not even a sports car. So here is my advice, Toyota, and take note, please. First of all, you're gonna take that Toyota Yaris GR, that engine, the 3-cylinder turbo and that all-wheel drive system, and put it in the Corolla. Now we're gonna talk about the WRX Fighter. Oh, you don't want the 3-cylinder? No problem. Go in the Lexus lineup, take the 2.0-liter engine, and put it in that car. Now you will be eating WRX for lunch. Yes, that's gonna be my advice to you, Toyota. So feel free to tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you another time.